Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. Edo 2020 has come and gone, but APC and Ize Iyamu have refused to give into the victory of Obaseki, as they have ignored the presidential congratulatory message to Godwin Obaseki, and they've decided to take another bold step. According to them, they want to get back that which belongs to them. But first of all, we'd like to look at what the president has told Nigerians in respect to the just concluded election in Edo State. According to Garba Shehu, who is the presidential spokesperson, President Muhammadu Buhari had expressed his unalloyed support for a free and fair election for Nigerians. According to the message, President Muhammadu Buhari commended the people of Edo State, the parties and candidate and security agencies for conducting themselves responsibly. The president further added, and I quote, he said, "I have consistently advocated for free and fair election in the country because it is the bedrock of true democracy. Democracy will mean nothing if the votes of the people don't count or if their mandate is fraudulently tampered with." And he further said, the president further commended the election process in Edo State, which led to the victory of Governor Obaseki as declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission. The president congratulated the winner and urged him to show grace and humility in his victory. But the All Progressive Congress in Edo State have blatantly refused the outcome of the Saturday's Edo governorship election, in which the incumbent Governor Godwin Obaseki, was declared a winner with a landsliding victory. It was reported that Obaseki, who is a candidate for the People Democratic Party, secured as much as 307,955 votes to defeat Ize Iyamu of the APC, who got 223,619 votes. But in a statement forwarded, the APC alleged foul play in election, but called on party members to stay calm while party leaders study the result and decide what is next. In the statement signed by the chairman of the APC Media Campaign Council, Mr. John Mayaki, rejecting the result, the APC cited alleged strong arm tactics. According to the information gathered, and I quote, he said, "Our people were arbitrarily arrested. Many of the figures were fabricated," said the test statement, which the party said was only a preliminary reaction. It further alleged illicit tampering with the result to show up PDP numbers and mark down APCs. According to them, they said areas where we won, they cancelled them. They decreased the vote in areas we had advantage. They rejected our result and jacked up theirs. Meanwhile, the party also claimed there was arbitrary arrest of local party members who could have resisted the outrage, while Governor Godwin Obaseki was busy diverting attention with false alarm. Obaseki, according to them, I quote from their statement, he said Obaseki shouted that he was being rigged out and blamed INEC at the initial stage, but that was to divert attention from the evil going on in the field. The party, however, told its members to stay calm, thanking them for their support and adding that party leaders were studying the result and will announce their decision and course of action as soon as possible. Wow, this was expected somehow. Someone said that APC has never threw in the towel, neither have they bothered to call any person who come out victorious in any election to congratulate them. They won't call you. They will always contest every result that comes out. Right now, Ize Iyamu, before Nigerian, is really glaring that the victory of Godwin Obaseki was actually very fair. But Ize Iyamu and APC is saying that's not true. And with what we are seeing, I'm seeing them towing the part of the Imo State governor, which means that we are going to be hitting the court to get the true verdict. But I believe also that the election tribunal will settle a petition tribunal will be open if there's any issue in respect to the election, and possibly they will have another opportunity to come out and possibly debate over some of the things which they say took place during the period of the election. Nigerians have reacted to this, and according to some of them, which I'm going to read out to us, this one says here, nonsense, shame no even catch them to say something like this, even after the president have commended the process. Maybe they have spoken to Tango at Supreme Court, but God passed them. Another one here, don't worry, APC by 10 p.m. this night, General Gandola will announce fake pastor Ize Iyamu as authentic winner in Bolinion in Lagos. Truly, Edo no be Lagos. This one says here, they eventually seek redress in the court of law, barring all eminent problems. Edo is officially a PDP state. I hope this feat will be replicated come 2023 presidential election. And this one says here, Supreme Court abracadabra loading. Another one says, looking at the atmosphere, is it not evident the people's choice won? This one says, the godfathers are wailing. This one says, yes, we reject the election. INEC should declare the election void, null and void. PDP rig Pastor Iyamu. We will get our mandate back at Supreme Court. Wow, 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 wow. And this one says, I know say them go reject am, but make APC remember say Edo no be Lagos. Everybody is still talking about Edo no be Lagos. This one here says perhaps they are unaware or perhaps still in shock about Edo is not Lagos tsunami that swept the APC from Edo State. So this is why they refuse to sign the election result, because they want to activate the Tanko Sharia Judge Supreme Court abracadabra. All right. Now, a lot of reactions there, but then let's just look at this, because I feel that it's very obvious that PDP won them very clear. There is no struggle here, because if you look at the celebration in Edo State, you will notice that it's actually the people's choice that won that election. But I'm so thankful that they were not violent. You know, there was no much violence during the election. For me, not because PDP has won, but for me, I think this is one of the best election ever. Just like what happened in Bayelsa State. Unfortunately, it happened that the guy who won, his deputy didn't have a good result, good academic record. Apart from that, that was also a free and fair election. Even PDP didn't even bother to contest it until when something came up about the result of this guy, and he was the deputy governor and he was kicked out, and Diri, that's the governor of Enugu State, sorry, governor of Bayelsa State, took over. For me, I feel that if the president has decided to congratulate and also commend the electoral process, and he is also the overall leader of APC, I feel at this point that they should give up and go back to their drawing board and begin to re-strategize. The truth, let the truth be said, and that truth is that godfatherism or godfather democracy does not work again in Nigeria, no matter how well you want to do it, because Nigerians are tired. The situation that we have found ourselves is traceable to godfatherism, because you see someone sitting on a seat with so great a manifesto, but unfortunately, you don't know that there is an invisible hand behind him manipulating everything in the state, manipulating everything in the local government, possibly manipulating everything in the Senate, and all of that. This invisible hand is what Nigerians say we do not want again. We voted this person in only to realize that the hand is actually, Esau, but the voice is Jacob. You understand? So people just realize, man, something is happening here. We need to correct this once and for all. Let's look for people who will represent the interest of the people so that when we want to cast blame, we will say this person is not performing well. We don't always, it's not good to have a pseudo, leader. The person is there, but he's actually not the leader. You understand? He's there pretending to be ruling the people, but you now realize that there is so much similitude between his way of leadership and the other person. You notice that he's being remote controlled by the voice behind the veil. And that's what Nigerians are not happy with that. As much as we can fight it, let us stop it. And President Muhammadu Buhari had already promised Nigerians that he will give us a free and fair election. And it has just proven himself. And I feel that this is going to be one of the legacy he will leave behind for Nigeria. If there are some things that I will commend this administration for now, no, I don't know the future. Number one commendation will be in the area of fuel queues in our filling station. There are no more queues in our filling station. And the second one that I will talk about is just the recently concluded election. The two elections that is recently concluded, that in Bayelsa State and also the one that took place here, there was absolutely no form of rigging. There was the people's choice were the ones that were there. And that's what we are desirous of. A situation whereby when election happens like this, people will have the reasonability. They will be rational enough to know that this is only a game and we don't have to play it dirty. Whoever that wins after the election is over, we give it to the person. Imagine you sitting back at home and you're watching a game called football, and after 90 minutes, people begin to fight. They begin to run after the referee. They begin to fight with each other. It won't make any sense. Like this one, nobody believed that they will go after, said we are going to go through the result and all of that. There is nothing like going through the result. Yeah, they have the right to do that. I'm not trying to strip them of that right. They have full right, to spend considerable time and begin to look at certain things and possibly go to court to have those things straightened up. But let the truth be told, it's clearing that PDP won the election. Let's wait to see what their decision will be, because they're telling Nigerians that they are going to come out soonest to tell us what they have in mind. They are not telling Nigerians, but they are telling their own people. They should wait to see what they will do. So we're still waiting. I'll keep you updated with whatever step APC has decided to take in respect of Edo election. That's where we like to leave it. Go to our comment section. Do you think that from what we are hearing, they are going to toe the path of the likes of Imo State government and the other guys who have always been going to court? Let's interact.